Sandy with the Little House on Metairie. Welcome to my home. If you are new here, I just wanted to introduce myself, and if you are coming back to visit my channel again, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Today I am in our family room and I am ready to kick off Christmas 2023 here at Little House on Metairie. For Christmas, I like to go big and bold and make it like a Hallmark moment, especially in this room. So if you watch my other videos, you know in this room I like to keep it very kid-friendly and fun. This is where we homeschool, have movie nights, game nights, and just gather as a family. So I'm going to do a tutorial on just the ribbon on our tree, but it's a tradition that we decorate our tree together as a family, so I'm not going to film that. I will film me decorating our tree in the living room, which is where I do things a little bit more traditional, so stay tuned for that. If you definitely are looking for a Christmas tree decorate with me tutorial, I'll be doing that in that room. So in here though, aside from the tree, we're going to decorate the rest of the room. My goal in here each year is as you enter the room, I want it to look like Santa's workshop, really fun, and a little bit more of vintage Christmas items in here. So that's what we're going to do today. I want to take you guys along with me, so let's get to decorating. Well, we're going to decorate the top of this entertainment center first. So I just take the center of the garland. I've actually had this garland for years. It's two of them that I attach together just to make it appear more full. And I have a floral wire that I just keep some nails up here that I wrap the floral wire around, quick and easily attaching it to the center and then the two sides. Before I finish attaching the garland, I wanted to turn the lights on. So this amazing invention my husband bought from Lowe's about 3 years ago, or maybe even longer than that, but it's really awesome. If you've never seen this before, you can attach up to 3 strands of lights and turn it, like I said, on and off just by the remote control. Next, I'm going to take the time to fluff out the branches. To me, this just makes a difference, and it's worth taking the time to do this step, so I try not to skip it, especially if it's been sitting in a box or a bin. So to me, it just is worth doing that, and then dispersing the lights evenly as best as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing this, turn off the camera so that it doesn't get too long and boring. And then I'm going to go ahead and string the rest of the garland on top of this cabinet to make it look like one cohesive space. To the top in the center, I'm going to add this hat box that I bought from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago, and I'm just putting it on an easel stand just so it will show above the garland. And then I'm adding this cute little sled. I found it in the free bin of stuff. So if you watched my previous videos, my husband came home with lots of home decor and specifically seasonal decor. So they had a lot of Christmas items that I'm going to be able to use in this room today, like the sleigh. And then I also found a cute little snowman that I think is going to match really well with the color scheme in here. And then the last thing I'm going to add up here is a basket. I also found this in there, and I think it will tie in really well with the texture of the sled. And I also like the green color that it's going to bring up here just to kind of break up some of the red. So to this corner cabinet, I'm going to put this teddy bear, and I may not keep it up here because it's not staying very well. It's very old and it probably needs to be restuffed. So unfortunately, it may not work, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. So I'm going to add this sled up here. We've also had this for several years. Probably it's a good 8 years old, so I don't even remember where we got it from. And then next I'm adding back a lantern that I had this summer to the center, and I need to go find my candle, but in the meantime I want to add Mr. and Mrs. Claus, another piece I've had for years. If this is your first time visiting, excuse the eyesore up here. We wanted to put a custom cabinet here in this nook, and we haven't had a chance to do that yet. So in the meantime, we're using this cabinet that my mom blessed me with, and it's been working pretty well in here. It's just our family room. So eventually we'll hopefully get to that custom cabinet. So that's why it's unfinished. Next, I'm adding these signs and books that I bought from Walmart. So if you watch my recent shop with me, I picked these up for this room, and I wish I would have gotten 2 books each now. So I think what I'm going to do is just make a quick and easy DIY one just to add a second book to each shelf. And then I'm putting this cute little set. I've actually had this for years. It's a little fireplace that lights up with a little mouse scene, and it's so cute. I love pulling it out each and every year and decorating with it. Now I'm just trying to decide what to use. I have so many different pieces and figurines, mostly from Hobby Lobby or just collected throughout the years. So I'm just going to try different things out and see how I like it. So I'm going to add these really cute vintage carolers. You might recognize them if you watch my thrift shop with me. They are ornaments, like paper mache ones, but I'm going to use them right here on this shelf. Switch things around. I think I'm pretty happy with everything, but I definitely want to go and make another DIY book for the center shelves. But first, before we do that, I'm just going to add a cute little train that was also found while thrifting to the front of the little fireplace scene. Since I didn't buy two of each book like I should have, I'm going to go ahead and just use this vintage paper that I bought from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. I'm going to choose this plaid print because I think it'll match the books that are already up there. And I'm just going to use a glue stick and attach it to a book we already have. And then that way, after the season, I could just take the paper off and we can use the book again. Make one more just like this one and then add them to the bookshelves. Since I'm not going to be adding my parents' Village Collected set this year, I decided to add a few pieces here like this little mailbox and this sled with reindeer. After doing the DIY and switching out a few things, I'm happy with how it all turned out. Let's decorate this cabinet, but first, before we do that, I'm going to add this barn scene picture because I'm going to do a scenery of the Nativity with some trees. So I thought I would switch out the mirror that we had here with this picture. Sconces on each side of the picture. I'm adding these beautiful pillar LED Christmas tree candles that I bought from Joann's. First thing I'm adding to the center of this cabinet is a manger and a nativity scene. It's one of the things that we choose to celebrate as a family, and I want my children to always remember the main reason that we celebrate Christmas. So to this side of the cabinet, I'm going to add back an estate sale wagon and decorate it with some trees. But first, I want to add this little blessing tree. So my dear friend bought this for our family last year. And what you do is they have little papers and clips where you can write down ways that you can bless others, especially this time of year. It's a great reminder of how we can give instead of always receiving. So what you do is you just write down a way that you can do a simple act of kindness for someone else and clip it to the tree. And then throughout the season, you can choose a paper off of the tree and bless someone else with that act of kindness. So you can do this really easy. You don't have to have a specific tree like this. You can make one of your own and just buy the little clips from the Dollar Tree and some cute little paper. Make a simple blessing tree for your family. Next, I'm going to add a few more trees to the wagon, and then I'll add some mini pine cones. So the trees were mostly bought from Hobby Lobby, or they came with little village sets. Last thing I'm going to add to this wagon is this cute little ornament peace sign. So next I added some stocking holders and stockings. I've had these for years, but I love to use them each year here in the family room. We're going to switch out the lamp to this smaller one. I think it's just going to fit better since we have a lot going on up here. So now I'm ready to add two of these simple garlands. I bought these from at home. They already have the white lights strung on them. So I'm going to go ahead and use them because they'll bring in some of the white in the trees. But I'm just going to weave them in and out. And then I'll come back with some colored lights because that's what we'd like to use in this room just to keep it fun. To the cabinet, I have this little tree, and I decided I have an extra bucket, so I'm going to take out the tree and add it to it, and then we'll wrap some colored lights down the cabinet and around this tree. If you watched my previous videos, I always like to include this little tree with any kind of holiday lights. Next to the tree, I added these books. I like to put out books that we like to read during the holiday seasons here, and I'm just adding a simple Santa hat. To this cabinet, I'm going to hang this little Santa sign. I've had this for several years. I don't even remember where I got it, but we like to use it as our countdown to Christmas. And then since we have a lot going on in that other cabinet, I decided to take away two of the stockings and add them here instead. While thrift shopping with my sister-in-law, she found this really awesome plaid tablecloth, but I decided to go ahead and use it right here as a blanket on this old rocking chair that was my grandmother's. And then I decided to take down Mr. Teddy Bear because he was a little floppy. So I'm going to just go ahead and place him here with little mini teddy bear to just dress up this little corner right here. Replace the teddy bear, I just moved down a lantern and I'll add just an LED candle, and then I added this beautiful tree. Before we finish decorating the rest of the room, I just wanted to give you a close-up of how this side all turned out. End table next to the sectional, I'm adding this cute little snowflake ornament to the lamp. I like to do that throughout the seasons and just kind of change up a little something on there. And then I'm adding another one of those trees. I bought these from Hobby Lobby this year, and it matches the one on the cabinet, and two little girl and boy figurines that also came from Hobby Lobby. To the coffee table here, I'm adding some more of our favorite Christmas books that we like to read throughout the season, and I'm just nestling them between these two fleur-de-lis bookends. And then I'm going to add this really cute planter that I bought from Home Goods last year. I think it is absolutely precious, and it'll match really well with the theme this year right here on the coffee table. Next, I'm adding another one of these trees that I bought from Hobby Lobby, and then some more girl and boy figurines that also came from Hobby Lobby as well. So if you watch my Christmas thrift with me, you might recognize this cute basket. I thought I was going to use it for our cocoa station, but I think it matches really well in here with this theme. So I'm adding some cute coasters that my awesome brother made us last year for Christmas. And then I'm putting this final little bucket that also was thrifted from Goodwill to house all of our remotes, including the ones for our lights for the Christmas tree and for the garlands. Last addition I'm going to add to this tray is this adorable snow globe that I also found in our free bins of stuff, and I thought it would look really cute nestled right here. You watched my Christmas shop with me video, you might recognize this beautiful plaid blanket. I was so excited when I found it at Hobby Lobby this year with some really cute red and white ticking stripe pillows and some plaid ones to match the blanket. And I thought they would look really cute here on our sectional. Before I show you how the family room all turned out, I did decide to film some of me decorating the Christmas tree because some of you have asked for that. So I didn't, like I said at the beginning of this video, want to film the whole thing. It's just a tradition that we do as a family. We like to reminisce over some handmade ornaments and reminisce of some that we collected throughout the year. So we're going to do that together as a family tradition. But I did film me putting the topper on this tree, which is just a simple star. And then I took some bells that I bought from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago and wrapped them around. And then I'll show you an easy tutorial of how I trimmed the tree with some ribbon. So if you want to see a full tutorial of me decorating a Christmas tree step by step, stay tuned because I will be decorating our living room tree and I will film the whole thing from top to bottom. If you watch my Christmas shop with me video, I found this beautiful plaid ribbon at Walmart this year, and I knew it would be a great addition to our family room tree. So I decided to make some really easy bow ribbon loops. So you just start by cutting the ribbon in half, leaving a small tail, and then I did a loop of 4 with this one to add to the top. So you just want to make sure that all of your loops are the same size, and then you gather them like you would an accordion or a fan. In the center, leave a long tail and cut it again in half, and then just get some floral wire that I like to pre-cut. I like to leave it pretty long to attach it to the tree, but I just take it like this, wrap it around a couple of times, and then I'm ready to go attach it to a tree branch. So with the first bow, I'm going to add it right here in between the bells diagonally down the tree. Next, I'm going to make a 3-loop bow and do the same method. I'm going to cut the ribbon in half, leave a small tail, and then I'm going to evenly put 3 loops on this one, and then I'm going to leave the tail really long as you want it, preferably, and then cut it down the center again, and then you're going to get your floral wire and redo the same process, just accordion style, folding it, getting the floral wire, wrapping it really tightly so that way you can manipulate the bows exactly how you like it. before tucking it into the tree. And you can do as many loops as you want. I like to do a 4, a 3, a 2, and then a 1 sometimes, depending on the size of this tree. And this one's only a 7-foot, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do even a 1 loop, but I might do 4, 3, and then maybe 2. This 3-loop bow, I'm just going to place it right here at the end of the first tail, and then I'm just going to loop it to the other side of the tree diagonally going down. You can leave these tails as long as you want them. If you want the ribbon to flow, weaving in and out of the tree, you can leave a longer tail. It's just your preference. I do want to have a lot of space for all of the ornaments, like I said, we like to add. So I'm not doing super long tails on this tree, but there's so many different ways that you can do this. There's no right or wrong. This is just one simple way that I'm showing you here today. I'm going to do the same method and just make a 2-loop bow for the bottom of the tree. This 2-loop bow, I wasn't sure exactly how long I wanted the tail to be. So another little tip is don't pre-cut it if you're not sure and you just want to see how it visually looks. Just drop the spool to the bottom of the tree and go ahead and make the top loops, attach it to the tree, and then you can decide and cut it later to the length that you desire. Going to continue to layer 2 and 3 loop ribbons throughout the tree until I'm happy with how it all looks before adding the rest of our ornaments and the rest of our decorations to the tree. Before I stop filming and my family and I finish trimming the Christmas tree, I just wanted to show you these cute ribbon ideas. If you watch my Christmas shop with me, I like to use these as an affordable way to add some pics and fun and whimsy to your tree. It's just the little ribbons that you buy. They usually come 4 in a pack, and you can decorate them with your Christmas presents, but I like to use them as a tree decoration. And here is the tree all finished for the family room. Add some more of the plaid ribbon that I used in the tree, so I decided to add 3 bows here to this garland. So I'm going to put 2 on each corner and then 1 in the center, and then I have to go reattach the little book covers that I made with the paper because I didn't put enough glue from the glue sticks. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then I'll give you a full room tour of how it all came out. I think it is so precious in here. As usual, friends, time always flies when you're having fun, and I had so much fun taking you guys along with me as I prepared our family room for Christmas 2023 here at Little House on Metairie. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below letting me know that you stopped by for a visit. And if you haven't done so already, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It's absolutely free, and it will ensure that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos because we have a lot of rooms to decorate here at Little House on Metairie to prepare it for the upcoming Christmas season. So until next time, friends, bye for now.